everybody! I'm here today to tell you how to be a safe and responsible driver, and this will specifically be for the driving test. Now, obviously, you can use these tips to be a safe and responsible driver overall, but these will specifically help you for hopefully passing the driving test. And if you do these things every day, you will be the safest and most responsible driver that you can absolutely be. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number one is think with safety at the front of your mind. That means you literally want to have safety at the front of your mind. So basically, if you want to be a safe driver, you have to think like a safe driver. Everything that you do behind the wheel has to resemble safety at its maximum capacity. So just, my rule of thumb is, when you're about to get in the car, what you want to do is literally just think, okay, I will be a safe driver. I will have to think with safety at the front of my mind. Just say that to yourself before you start driving, and you'll probably have safety at the front of your mind throughout the duration of your drive. Okay. The second thing that you can do to be a safe and responsible driver is pay attention on the road. Pay attention to the road. So sorry about that. That was my right of way, but the person just basically decided to go, but it's okay. Just let them go. Move on. So pay attention to the road. That's the second thing that you can do. Now, here's the thing, okay? As you gain more driving experience, you can sort of handle more minor distractions, like maybe music that's a bit louder, maybe making a hands-free phone call, maybe speaking into a camera. I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm speaking and the camera's recording me. So maybe talking while you drive. You can handle more distractions, okay? But when you're going to take your driving test, that means you are literally like at the beginning of your level of driving experience, which means that, you probably can't handle many distractions. So just pay attention. It's as simple as that. Sorry about that. That was a very bumpy road. They're working on it right now. They're trying to fix it, and they just kind of did a rough job just to get it drivable for now. All right. The third thing that you could do to be a safe and responsible driver is leave earlier. Now, this goes for the driving test specifically because you don't want to be rushing to the driving test. If you rush to the driving test, well, you're probably going to rush during the driving test, and you're probably going to fail. It's as simple as that. But in general, leave earlier because it allows you to not rush as an overall driver. Okay? That's simple and straightforward. Number 4, I'm going to speed this up because I kind of strung out the first few a little too long. Number 4 in this list is don't let your emotions interfere with your driving. Now, it's absolutely crucial. I'll tell you why. Obviously you're gonna have emotions. You are a human being, so you're gonna have emotions, that's for sure. But what you don't want to do is let them interfere with your driving. Meaning, if you had a bad day, you don't want to be an aggressive driver. If you had a great day, you don't want to be like, woo, just speeding, really quickly. You're having lots of fun. Just literally separate your emotions from your driving, and you'll have used this tip effectively, okay? Very simple. Number 5 is don't trust other drivers. And I say that with such importance because it is absolutely important. You can't go around trusting other drivers. You can predict what they are most likely to do, but you don't want to trust them in the sense of like, oh, I think they're going to turn right, so I'm just going to assume they're going to turn right. That's how accidents happen. So don't trust other drivers, especially on the driving test. Because if you make a mistake, even if it's another driver's mistake, if you make a mistake, even if it's because of another driver, guess what? You're going to lose points. You're probably going to fail. It's as simple as that. The 6th thing that you can do to be a safe and responsible driver, I'm just trying to get some better lighting here in the parking lot, is to keep a safe following distance from the person in front of you. That's right. Literally, the person in front of you, make sure that you're following them and that you have at least a 3-second following distance. That's if the weather conditions are ideal. You should have 3 seconds. If it's like raining or snowing, then it's got to be 4 or 5. It's got to be even further. Basically, what you want to do is look when they pass a milestone, let's say a traffic light, and you want to start counting then. Start counting from 0, not from 1. So you go 0, 1, 2, 3. And if you're at 3 before you pass that traffic light, then you have about a 3-second following distance. So if they pass it and you count to 3 and then you pass the same thing, that's your following distance in seconds. The 7th thing that you can do is understand the power that you have in your hands behind the wheel. You are moving this vehicle that weighs several thousand pounds, and you're moving it pretty fast, at pretty fast speeds. Even if you're going, 30 kilometers an hour, 40 kilometers an hour, that's really fast when you compare it to a person's walking speed or even a cycling speed, okay? You need to understand that power, especially for the driving test. The driving test examiner wants to know that you know what power you have, because they don't want to give you your license and then 2 days later, all of a sudden you're speeding, you're speeding and you cause an accident, because then you don't know what power you have in your hands. So they want to know that you know what power you have in your hands. Last but not least, and this is especially important for the driving test, is number 8, put your cell phone away. Now this is important for all driving, even when you have your license, even if you've had your license for like 40 years, 50 years. But especially for the driving test, put your cell phone away. Definitely put your cell phone away. And not only put it away, I would recommend, to be honest with you, turn it off. Because you can put it away and it still might ding. Okay, then you can put it on silent and it won't ding, it might vibrate. You can turn off the vibration. Now it's not gonna have any notifications for you, except if you, in most phones, if you turn on an alarm, it's still gonna, that alarm will still go off, even if your phone is on silent in most phones. So how about if you accidentally set an alarm? How about if your phone malfunctions? Just turn it off. Like, the driving test is gonna last, what, half an hour? Something like that? Just turn it off and then you'll be good to go. So put your cell phone away. And that's it. That is how to be a safe and responsible driver, specifically for the driving test, but you can use those tips at any time in your driving career. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.